Hey guys, what's up? Yeah, it is Tuesday, the 6th of October, 2020. It is about 12:48 p.m. Pacific time. And yes, this is live. The title is not fooling you or deceiving you. It is a live package opening that we're going to be doing. So yeah, Frank Hill decided to send me a package. I'm sure he sent one to Zara Nizarak. Zara Nizarak, Sean McLean of Multimedia Chronicles recently did a package opening very similar to what Frank sent me. Basically the same thing that Frank sent me, because Frank sent him the Sonic Steel. He sent us basically Frank Hill sent Zara Nizarak, like I said, the same thing he sent me. He sent him the 4K Ultra Blu-ray Steelbook edition of the Sonic movie, as well as the soundtrack to go with it. So, he's basically sent him that. And so recently, Frank once again through Messenger asked me what I had and what I didn't have. And usually I've come to and usually what I'm trying to say is I've come to kind of get an idea of what's going to happen when he asked me that, because anytime Frank Hill, it's Frank, asks me or Zara Nizarak or anybody, Patrick Butler or anybody he sends packages to, usually the first indication to a lot of us that he's planning to do it is when he starts asking, okay, what do you have in your collection? What do you have, what you don't have, stuff like that. And usually when we tell him what we have and what we don't have, sooner than later or down the line, he'll message us with a tracking number of the package that he sent to us. So yeah, he sent me this. Now, originally, as I said in the description, I thought that when I did the package opening about a week or two ago for Midtown Comics of issue 2 of the, Transformers My Little Pony Friendship in Disguise crossover, as well as issue 1 of the season 10 of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic from IDW, I thought that might be it, until I get some finances in. But apparently that wasn't the case. Frank Hill, out of the kindness of his heart, sent me another package. So, what is it? Zamia Games is asking, what is it going to be? Well, that's what we're about to find out. So, without further ado, as I copy this and potentially link it to other places here, hold on for a sec while I put this aside. Basically it's basically, like I said, I thought the Midtown Comics were going to be the last ones I would do for quite some time. Excuse me. But that wasn't the case. And the package actually showed up yesterday. Believe it or not, it actually showed up yesterday in the mail. I mean, not in the mailbox, but at the front door. And I thought, honestly, I might be able to do a package opening yesterday, but circumstances beyond my control kind of prevented that. And what I'm talking about is basically, well, that's a surprise. That's a surprise. Pulp Culture just brought that out, and everybody's talking about it. Comicbook.com, KCRA3. Eddie Van Halen passed away today at 65. That is a surprise there. That is a surprise, Eddie Van Halen. That's kind of sad there. So my prayers and condolences go out to him and his family. On that one, but like I said, it's unfortunate news there. But getting back to what I was saying here, what was it? Oh yeah, like I said, the package came yesterday, and I thought maybe knowing it was going to come yesterday, I might be able to do a package opening as soon as I got it. Unfortunately, that did not happen because of the fact that, like I said, circumstances beyond my control. What I mean by circumstances is my mom took the day off because she wanted to rest up a little bit. So she decided to take the day off, kind of, rest up, recharge her batteries, because she has time on the clock, like a lot of people have with their jobs. If they've been there long enough, they have time to where they can take a day, maybe a week off, and just recharge their batteries, physically and mentally. And that's what she did that's what she did yesterday. As I adjust the camera here just slightly. There we go. Well, I think I just adjusted. There we go. But like I said, she basically just, like I said, took the day off because, like I said, she wanted to recharge her batteries mentally and physically. Because even though they're working with a limited amount of kids at a school, she doesn't want to, exhaust herself too much. So she just said, I'm going to take the day off because it was basically, it's like, her body was telling her, hey, her heart was telling her, take the day off. You deserve it. You've earned it. Even though school's been in session for a couple of weeks with the kids, just take the time off, take some time, relax and everything. They'll be fine without you. And that's what she did. And that's about it. So that's about it. But anyway, like I said, when I was tracking the package, basically with the tracking number Frank Hill had gave me, I figured, okay, I'll be able to do the package opening tomorrow. But like I said, since, my mom decided to take the day off to recharge her batteries, I had to hold back on it a little bit. As I had to basically hold back on it a bit. Like I said, I had to hold back on it and just go and just let it go from there. I mean, I usually, now here's the thing. Usually I do wait a little bit when I have some time to myself. Like during the summer when I would get a package and even if it was small or something like that, I would wait till later on the night to open it so I don't get interrupted. Or in the case of having the day off and everything, if you will, or in this case, not working because of being let go almost about a month ago. It's going to be a month next week. Doesn't feel like it. I usually wait till I get those opportunities given to me, hand and foot. So anyway, like I said, I just decided, what the heck, I'm gonna, I just decided, what, I'm going to upload some videos, and then I'm going to do a live package opening the next day, which is today. Basically, I would have done this earlier, except I had to render and produce through the Cyber Power Director software, Cyber Power Director 14, that is. I had to render and produce 2 videos that I wanted to try to do yesterday, but I couldn't. So I just decided to wait to today to do it. That one, of course, is, as you watched before this, my my closer look 4K updated closer look overview at the Sonic Satayan box set, as well a complete set, that is, as well as doing an updated video about standard definition on Blu-ray, and also talking about the possibility that maybe there's a chance standard definition could be put on 4K the same way it's been put on Blu-ray, if you know what I mean. But anyway, with that said, as I link this all up here, and let me go to the live stream here. And make sure everything's working. And make sure, yeah. But let me go to the live stream here. And let's go to the hashtags, if you will. I'll put the tag words in later, but I'm just going to get the hashtags for right now because I'm going to be putting this on Twitter as well. Okay, just checking something. Okay, so now that that's all linked up, let's get into the package opening portion now, guys, shall we? I know it's about 11 minutes in, so I do apologize. So now let's get into the package opening. Like I said, he sent me this package yesterday, and as I mentioned, I wanted to do it yesterday, but of course didn't get a chance to do it. And that's a one bit of advice I want to give anybody that's getting a package in the mail, whether you order something or a colleague or a friend is sending you something. Make sure that if you're ordering it, make sure that the date coincides with the day that you'll be able to get the package and be able to do a package opening video or whatever when you're not interrupted or anything. Not saying that if you have family there or someone living with you that they won't interrupt you, but it's just in my opinion a personal preference to where if you're going to open a package, you want to do it uninterrupted and kind of to yourself, and kind of basically have, enough time to yourself without, interruption or anything. Again, not saying that family would do that, but you kind of get what I'm saying. So my advice is if you order something online, make sure if you're going to get it, it's on a day that you'll be able to receive it and do a package opening without, anybody probably being curious or questioning what you got. And the same thing with when a colleague or a friend sends you something online, make sure it's on a day that you could get the package and be able to do a package opening without people questioning what you got and everything as well, being curious about it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Let me make that perfectly clear. There's nothing wrong if they want to know what you got and you want to show them what you got. But there are some indications to where you just got to be careful about what you show them, what you show to them. Basically, what I'm trying to say is you got to be careful about about the contents you share with them. Like, you got to be careful about what you show to them that you got, either by ordering it online or courtesy of a friend/colleague. Because I always go back, and I say this with all due respect to Ignacio Hernandez. Ignacio Hernandez, I think Incarum here on Facebook. Not Facebook, but here on YouTube and on Facebook and other social media platforms, sent me a package, and one of the contents contained in said package was the complete DVD series release of the animated D&D. And this was several years ago when we still lived in Patterson, and it arrived on a Saturday. So what happened is my mom was curious about it. She wanted to know what it was, what the contents were. So I knew, knowing how she is, because she's a very religious prayer warrior, born again Christian, just like I am. But she's essentially what we consider a prayer warrior. I mean, if you needed somebody to stand in for your pastor, at church and lead in worship, reading from the word, reading from God's word, she's one of those kind of people that would do it. There's no doubt about it. She'd be the perfect selection, or one of the perfect candidates to fill that vacancy, even for 1 week. She's that kind of a person. And being that way, when I showed her that one of the contents I got in that one package from Ignacio was Dungeons and Dragons, she's like, in the trash. Basically, she said, nope, not in this house. In the trash it goes. And on the day I got it, that's the day it went into the trash. all because of the reputation that preceded it, and still, still is associated with it somewhat today. So yeah, it was one of those situations. But anyway, now that we're about 15 minutes in, it's time to. But with that said, though, like I said before we get into the package again, but with that said, what I'm trying to get at, and I say this with all due respect, because you can do a package opening whenever you want, but my personal preference, make sure you do it at a time where you have no interruptions and you have plenty of time to go through the items and basically show what you got to everybody on you to the world, if you want to do that, if you want to share it, if you want to share in that manner, I should say. So anyway, with that said, let's take a look at what Frank Hill gave me. Now, just like I did previously in the last package opening, have to go with the scissors because they took my utility knife when they let me go from my old job. So anyway, time to look into the package and see what we got here. Excuse me there, drinking some Coca-Cola, so makes you burp. So again, I'm gonna look through this. Put the knives back there. Put the knives back. But yeah, basically, again, it's just a personal preference. You could take my advice on doing it that way, package opening wise, and everything that way. I mean, all you want. Any way you want, but it's just a personal, like I said, personal preference. So it's time to now look at what Frank Hill sent me and everything. So there we go. Oh, it looks like a bunch of stuff here. It looks like a bunch of stuff, guys. So put that to the side. And let's see what we got here. Oh, well, this is interesting because I was just watching Zaron Eiserach's, one of his reviews he did 2 years ago, his 2018 overview that he did. And there's some things in here that he showed that he has. And, talk about timing, if you know what I mean. So anyway, we got a cup here. Gotta wash this out maybe. And this is okay. That's cool. My Little Pony. How about that? And obviously this is based around the movie. And it's got a note in here. Hi, Brian. Enjoy. Take care. Bye from it's Frank Hill. So, that's what he sent me. Right there. Just to let you guys know. Okay. But yeah, look at that. You got all of the main six. So you got Applejack. You got Rarity. Well, main seven, I should say. You got Applejack, Rarity, Pinky, Spike, Twilight, Rainbow, and of course Fluttershy. So that's a good addition to the collection. Gotta wash that out though, and everything. And the bag he sent was recyclable, so we'll just put that to the side. And again, that's the letter he sent. So pretty cool. I didn't say Starlight. I said Twilight. If I said Starlight, I do apologize. But yeah, it's Applejack, Rarity, Pinky, Spike, Twilight, Rainbow, and Fluttershy. So, yeah, thanks for the correction there if I did say that by accident. Okay, so we're going to get into some movies here. Oh, we got a couple of Blu-Rays and a lot of DVDs. So let's take a look at the Blu-Rays first before we get into the DVDs. We have, my mom will like this. Remastered, high definition, get the most from your HD TV. Obviously, this came out when Blu-Rays were first coming out. We have Uncle Buck. So how about that? We have Uncle Buck. Pretty cool. And here we go. The Blues Brothers. Classic. Love that. Thank you for that one. Oh, here we go. Young Frankenstein. How about that? Young Frankenstein. That's pretty nice. Oh, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. How about that? I think we have a copy of this already, but it's always good to have two of them. It's pretty nice. Oh, the Goonies. Okay, so that's nice. Again, no problem with having an additional copy just in case. So yeah, we have the Goonies. So that makes two of them for us. And there's nothing wrong, like I said, nothing wrong with having a backup just in case, because if you end up moving or something like that, it's always good to have, and you end up losing one copy, it's always good to have a secondary one. And how about this? Matthew Broderick, Fueller's Day Off. This is one of those 80s teen movies that they did. Excuse me. Fueller's Day Off. I can't pronounce it right now. Bluer edition. So basically the special edition. And this was basically like one of those 80s teen movies that if you tried to do an 80s teen movie yourself, this was kind of like the standard bearer. The one I'm hoping that they put out, and it might take a company like Image Entertainment, if they're still in business, or even Mill Creek. Who released this? This was Paramount? Yeah. Okay, but like I said, this one that I want to see on Blu-ray, and I know it could be on Blu-ray, be put on Blu-ray, because it's obviously on DVD in other regions. And I know a company like Image, if they're still around, can do it. I know a company like Mill Creek most definitely can do it. And that's the 88 teen comedy, sci-fi comedy, Invisible Kid with Jay Underwood and China Phillips. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, I think the movie is here on YouTube or other various video uploading sites. And it's most notably known for having that strip tease by China Phillips after she drinks the invisibility potion. And she's just standing there, supposedly invisible, wearing her dress. And then she just decides to do a little invisible strip tease in front of Jay Underwood's character. So, yeah, hopefully someone like Image or Mill Creek can maybe bring that out on Blu-ray. And I guarantee you that would sell. People would actually enjoy getting something like that. But, yeah, this is pretty good. Pretty nice to have in the collection. And these will definitely be good additions, not just here, but to the family library as well in the living room. Okay, so next up, we're going to look at the DVDs here. And we have, this is a good one. We have Casper's Halloween Special. How about that? The Thanksgiving that almost wasn't. Oh, it has the Thanksgiving that almost wasn't. It's a bonus cartoon. How about that? Bonus special. So you got the Halloween special and the Thanksgiving that almost wasn't. So it's pretty cool. And okay. Now this is interesting because I saw this as a torrent. I think it was a torrent or a YouTube video that I downloaded as an MP4, and then burned onto a DVD several years ago. And that's the only way I had a copy of this film. But thanks to Frank Hill, I have the official copy, I believe, of Top Cat, the movie. Now, if you're wondering what Top Cat, the movie is, Top Cat, the movie was actually released only in South America and in Mexico. And, I think there was plans to bring it to the United States, but they never got a chance to do that. So yeah, we end up getting. So the only way we ended up getting it was through DVD and I think digital and all that. So thank you, Frank Hill, for that. Gonna appreciate watching that. Oh, what's this? Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland. Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland, the original live-action classic featuring Cary Grant, Gary Cooper, and W.C. Fields. Huh. I didn't know about that one. Oh, it's black and white, so it might be interesting. to add to the collection. That's pretty cool. So thank you on that one, Frank. Really appreciate that. Oh, here we go. Now, one thing that Frank Hill does at times is he'll send. Is Frank is or was, if not still is, a member of the Disney Movie Club, and one of the things he likes to do is, and one of the things, well, not he, but one of the things Disney Movie Club does, just like Warner Brothers with the Warner Archive, is they like to sell exclusive stuff online. So, like with Warner Archive, if you want a complete series set of Mr. T and the T Force and stuff like that, you can only go get it through the archive, whether it's partnered up with Amazon or its own store. Disney's the same way, but mostly it's through them, that being Disney. So we have here the Hardy Boys, The Mystery of the Applegate Treasure, and it's on 2 discs. How about that? It's on 2 discs. So, and I'm not lying about that either. It's 2 discs. And you can see me in the reflection there. So, yeah, pretty nice having the collection. And, for a second, guys. Okay. Be right back and go check something. Sorry about that, guys. I had to let my dog out to go potty, go to the bathroom, if you know what I mean. Be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to let my dog out and all that so she could go use the bathroom. But anyway, what was I? Oh, yeah. As I was saying, one thing that Frank Hill likes to do, who as part, is I think he still is part of it, part of Disney Movie Club, is he likes to, get movies like this and send it to people if he doesn't have no need for them or whatever. Um, anyway, though, as I was saying, Disney Movie Club, just like Warner Archive, is the only place you can get exclusive stuff. Like one of the Blu-rays that Frank Hill sent me was a Goofy movie, the I think it was the 25th anniversary edition. I think, oh, not 25th, that would be this year, the 20th anniversary edition, and you couldn't get it anywhere else except from Disney Movie Club. So, yeah, he sent me that, and again, this is just a sample, an idea of basically the stuff he sends to myself and Zarin Isaac and Patrick Butler and all them. So, yeah, there you go. Really nice. And then next up we have, oh, this is interesting. So I don't know if this isn't on demand. I mean, this is an archive, Warner Archive. I don't think it is. No, it's a 2-disc set. Oh no, it is Warner Archive. Okay, it is Warner Archive. This is what I'm talking about by, what I just talked about by Warner Archive, because here we have the Quickie Koala show. This was a Saturday morning show, and the only other release I knew about, once again, ironic timing, was the Saturday morning variety DVD, 2-disc DVD set that Warner Brothers put out several years ago, that contained a lot of the Saturday morning cartoons that Hanna-Barbera and Ruby Spears were known for, having out back in the, throughout back, back out. Well, bleh, what I'm trying to say, excuse me there. But like I said, they were mostly known for basically the variety pack, the 1980s variety pack that Warner Brothers put out, was just a variety of all the cartoons that Ruby Spears and Hanna-Barbera were known for distributing and airing on various network television during Saturday mornings, and Quickie Koala was one of them. But the way it's an archive exclusive is just for the fact that you see the DVD logo right there, the way it's presented in the font, the way the font for the DVD logo is displayed, and then also the fact that when you look on the back, it's purple, and that's basically for DVD recordables. So it kind of gives you an idea that they just burn the episodes from whatever master tapes they have, which would explain why sometimes they say, hey, it's not in the best quality, we do apologize. But yeah, we have the Quickie Koala show. Really appreciate that. Then next up, we have, again, another on-demand release. Help, it's the Hair Bear Bunch, which is pretty cool. And, that's a different kind of a DVD case. But yeah, it's basically about the same, I think. Oh, no. This is actually different. How about that? This might have been when they started to do it regularly. Like they got specialized DVDs to make it not look like it was just recordable DVDs. And studios like Warner and companies like Warner Brothers and Disney can do that. They can get a recordable disc that'll make them look like regular DVDs. So yeah, here we have Help, It's a Hair Bear Bunch. This was a show that came out basically in the 70s. And it's ironic, too, again, because I was watching a video on YouTube where they talked about some of the forgotten 70s intros and cartoons of that time frame. So next up we have Loop-de-Loop, the complete collection. Okay, so this guy, from what I can tell, came out around the time of Snagglepuss and Huckleberry Hound and Yogi Bear. It came out around that time. And this is an example, and this right here is an example of using recordable disc or DVD plus R recordable disc or DVD minus R recordable disc. But basically, he came out around that time frame, and I was surprised that they didn't have him out in time for the Laugh Olympics or anything. So yeah, here we have the Loopy de Loop. I do remember watching him on set on the weekdays, like on Tom and Jerry's Super Fun House on TBS, so or WTBS as it was known at the time. So I do remember watching it, watching some of the cartoons. And just gonna take my foot here, for example. Probably just the outside or something. I don't know what's going on out there. Okay, so next up we have Justice League JLA Adventures Trapped in Time. Yeah, Zero Nazarek, like I said, I was just watching it, his 2018 overview, and this is one that he said his daughter Rosie had given him as a gift, I think, for Christmas. And this was aimed, I think, mostly at a younger audience at times, because the focus was on some new young members of the team. And you can kind of tell that it's that way because it's just one disc. The movie is about 52 minutes, it looks like. 52 minutes, I believe. So let me see here. Let me get my glasses on. Yeah, 53 minutes. It's got 2 bonus cartoons on there as well. So, but yeah, it focuses on a younger members of the team to help out. So I think right there kind of describes what it is. So yeah, it is good. From what I understand, it's all right, but it aims, like I said, seems to aim at times at a younger audience, just a bit of a younger audience. And then, oh, here we go. Oh, okay. So here we have Volume 1 and Volume 2 of Sonic Boom. Yes. Sonic Boom. This is where we officially got introduced to Sticks. And from what I've seen, the show looks all right. There's no doubt about it. I think honestly, if you wanted I'll be honest with you. If this is the last Sonic animated property, which obviously there's rumors that there's going to be another animated series down the line, but if this is like the last official one till then, what a way to go out on, because I think this is probably, despite how you feel about it, probably the best way to go out with a boom. And I'm not talking a negative boom, I'm talking a positive boom, because the characters are represented more, more relatable in a sense, especially if you've had questions about Amy. You're wondering, well, how do they present Amy? Amy Rose here is presented in a way that I think people will look at her as being like the somewhat of the Sally, believe it or not, somewhat of a hybrid of Sally and Sonia from Underground, Sonia from Underground, Sonic's sister, sort of a hybrid between the two. That's how they would look at Amy here, so that's pretty cool. Oh, and they're not even open yet, so I have to open those up very soon. So yeah, add that to my Sonic collection. So pretty cool. And I guess they have a volume 2 out eventually. We'll see what happens. So next up we have, here we go, Ruby Spears Superman. This is this. I'll be right back, guys. That's my mom calling. I'll be right back. Be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. She usually checks in just like any family member does. You know, if you're home, you know they like to usually check in, make sure everything is good. But anyway, what was I? Oh yeah, Next thing here, I was talking about Ruby. This was the next disc. This is the 2-disc set. The Ruby Spears Superman. This was brought out in the mid to late 80s. They also brought this out at the same time they did a Superboy one. So, yeah, there you go. The intro is actually pretty good. I think Rob the Wonderful and Huey Toonmore did a review on that on several 80s intros, and this was the first one they talked about. So, yeah, pretty cool. This was kind of like the first modern take on Superman in the 80s before we got Superman the Animated Adventures. So next up we have, here we go, Super Friends, The Lost Episodes. 24 episodes on 2 discs. 2 downloadable Super Friends comic book adventures in the DC Comics vault. Lost episodes. So obviously these may have been episodes that didn't get released on DVD yet until now. But, hey, pretty cool. Got some more Super Friends there. Can't wait to check that out. In here we have another Alice in Wonderland, the stunning adaptation of a family classic. Okay, it's another version. Nice cover there. I think this was the more recent one back in the 80s or something like that. 80s, early 90s. So, okay, that's pretty cool. And then what's this? It's a blank cover. Wonder what this is. Oh, it's Smurfs, the first season. Okay, so I think I know what this is about. So when Frank Hill sent me one of the packages a couple of months ago, what happened is one of the DVD sets that he sent me was the Smurfs. Unfortunately, when I opened it up, there was no disc inside. And Frank's like, hey, don't worry, I'll take care of it next time I send you something. And he did. So, yeah, there we go. Frank Hill basically made up for it. This is what happens, honestly, I think when a lot of us have so many things we're doing, like, especially when it comes to package sending. You know, we got And it's a common mistake. We all make it. I think I've made a few mistakes like that in the past. And I know big companies like Amazon and Walmart and all of them, they make the mistakes too, that basically you think you have everything sorted out, everything corrected, and then you start noticing, oops, I forgot something by mistake. And it's usually either you or the person that receives the package, or the company or the person that receives the package that has to address the issue. But again, it's just a common thing. We all make mistakes. So I appreciate Frank. If you're watching, and I know you probably will be, thank you for correcting that. I really appreciate that. So next up, we have DC Comics Superheroes, the Filmation Adventures. Okay. So these are when Filmation, over 100 minutes, when Filmation did some of the superhero stuff back in the 60s and early 70s. So, yeah, basically the 60s and early 70s, with the limited animation and stuff and, things like that. This is when they did that. And this is volume 1, volume 2. So you can, and it shows you, I think, the characters that they focused on. So it's pretty cool to have that. Then next up, we have the Super Friends, Legacy of Superpowers, DC Comics collection. The complete 6th season. Huh. I didn't even know it ran for that long. Yeah, the complete season 6. How about that? This is when, they were trying to capitalize on the hero stuff and everything. And I think DC realized, hey, what if we comprise, just bring the Justice League to the small screen on Saturday mornings, see what happens. Well, magic happened, and there you go. So next up, we have Super Friends, A Dangerous Fate. This is season 5. Yes, we have season 5. How about that? It's pretty cool. Season 5. And Justice for All, the world's greatest Super Friends. This is season 4. How about that? Season 4. Really appreciate that. And that's Simon's going off. Then we have Super Friends, the complete first season. How about that? It's pretty cool. And then, okay. So I think this is the Adventures of Batman 2 disc set. This, I think, is not Filmation. This is when they tried to do their own thing. So, yeah. So, yeah, we have, I don't know if this is Filmation or not, but you can see why it was released. Look at the sticker there. It says 75th anniversary. So, it's pretty cool. Have that in the collection. And that's pretty much about it. Yeah, how about that? So yeah, we're going to put that down. And, yeah. Not a bad selection of Blu-rays to add to the collection. Uncle Buck, Blues Brothers, Young Frankenstein, Willy Wonka, Goonies, and Führers. So, pretty nice. That's, like I said, it's pretty nice right there. So. And of course, the My Little Pony the Movie Cup. Really appreciate that. Then, of course, all these DVDs, which is really nice. Let's just part of them right there. So it's really cool to have these. And of course, the Smurfs in the blank one because he accidentally made that mistake, which, again, we all make a mistake once in a while. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this. So that's pretty much it for the packaging and pretty much it for this live package opening from Frank Hill. It's Frank. Thank you, Frank, if you are watching or you'll be watching later. Oh, sorry, I didn't want to. Hold on. Oh, okay, just make sure I didn't mess in it anything. But thank you, Frank Hill, for sending that. Really appreciate it. And Zarin Isarak, Sean, if you're watching, I would say be on the lookout. You know, you might end up getting something very similar. I mean, I know, Sean, you have some of these already in your collection, some of these superhero ones. But don't be surprised if you get some movies in here that are similar to what I just got, and maybe along with things that are different. But yeah, again, thanks, Frank. Really appreciate it. Definitely gonna enjoy adding those to the collection later on. So again, thank you, Frank Hill, for sending that. And that's really going to be about it, guys. So thank you all for watching live here on YouTube. And thank you all for watching post live on YouTube for this package opening. And I will be back later with a Topics on My Mind video, hopefully live stream. But let me know what you guys all think down below. Go and support my Patreon. Yes, I do have a Patreon. Go to the About section on my on the home page for my YouTube channel. Go to the About section, click on that, scroll down, and you'll see the various area, and you'll see the links to my Patreon and to my various audio podcasts, as well as my Brian's Discussions channel. Help me to get to 1,000 subscribers on that so I can montage that, possibly along with this, to get some money on the side. So let me know what you guys all think, though, down below. Thank you all for watching, and I will talk to you all later. God bless. Take care. And I am out till later, hopefully with a live Topics on My Mind. Peace.